Washington, D.C. pulses with the vibrancy of a nation on the rise. Amidst the promise of a new era, President James Madison shoulders the weight of leadership. Before Congress, he lays bare the injustices inflicted by Great Britain. Trade restrictions and the impressment of American sailors ignite a firestorm of resentment. The air hangs heavy with the scent of impending war, a storm brewing on the horizon. The U.S. Congress chamber roars with impassioned debate as congressmen clash over the prospect of war. "We must seize Canada. It is our manifest destiny," one congressman shouts, fueling the escalating tension. Another, pale with trepidation, warns, "Are we mad? To challenge the British Empire is to invite ruin." The air crackles with anticipation as the vote is finally called, silencing the chamber in a moment of reckoning. The die is cast. The decision is made. War is declared. In the year 1812, a motley assembly of American soldiers advances towards the Canadian border. General William Hull, etched with doubt, leads the charge, his eyes set on the distant horizon. Whispers of the legendary Tecumseh ignite a palpable fear among the ranks. A thin line of British-Canadian forces stands ready, a crimson barrier against the encroaching Americans. In Detroit, 1812, General Hull stands before his assembled army, the weight of command heavy on his shoulders. The looming threat of Tecumseh's warriors crushes General Hull, fear etched deeply into his face. In a moment that seals their fate, General Hull signals the surrender, a silent admission of defeat. Humiliation washes over the American troops as their weapons are laid down without a single shot fired. Tecumseh observes the scene, his expression a complex blend of triumph and sorrow, fueled by the vision of a united pan-Indian confederacy. York, the capital of Upper Canada, becomes a scene of destruction as American forces unleash their retaliation. Flames erupt and consume buildings, the brutal act setting a grim precedent for the escalating conflict. Smoke fills the sky above York, a dark omen of the deepening hostilities. The destruction of York marks a descent into further escalations. The act of burning York stands as a stark symbol of the escalating conflict. Beneath a vast sky, the Chesapeake Bay shimmers, carrying the silent approach of British forces in 1814. Against the tranquil backdrop of the American landscape, the red coats of the British soldiers stand out. Seasoned by the Napoleonic Wars, these veterans hold a quiet resolve as they approach the shores of America. The fleet advances, each ship a vessel of history, carrying battle-hardened warriors towards an uncertain future. On the fields of Bladensburg, American militiamen stand, facing the imminent onslaught. British regulars advance, their disciplined ranks a stark contrast to the Americans' disarray. Chaos erupts as the British overwhelm the militiamen, their lines collapsing under the assault. The militiamen scatter, fleeing in disarray as the British victory becomes inevitable. Under the cloak of night, British troops march relentlessly into Washington, D.C. American government officials flee in disarray, their carriages vanishing into the darkness. A vengeful fire begins to consume the capital, its flames licking at the sky. The treasury succumbs to the inferno, the blaze growing ever more intense. The White House, a symbol of the nation, is engulfed in flames, casting a hellish glow. The fiery act of retaliation sends shockwaves through the heart of the fledgling nation. Under the cloak of night, a savage thunderstorm descends upon Washington, D.C., its torrential rain a desperate attempt to extinguish the inferno that consumes the city. Yet, even as the flames surrender, the message echoes with chilling clarity. The United States lies exposed, its defenses shattered. Against the stormy skyline, the skeletal remains of the Capitol loom, a haunting testament to the nation's vulnerability. Beside it, the White House stands as a smoldering ruin, its proud facade reduced to ashes, a stark symbol of fragility. In the eerie calm that follows, the charred remains serve as silent witnesses to a nation's awakening. Under the cloak of night, Fort McHenry braces for the storm of war. The British Navy unleashes a relentless barrage, turning the sky into a canvas of destruction. Bombs burst in fiery blooms, each explosion painting the night with fleeting light. Rockets streak across the darkness, their red glare a terrifying omen. The relentless bombardment continues, each blast testing the fort's resolve. Fort McHenry endures the night, a beacon of defiance against the fiery onslaught. Dawn breaks over Fort McHenry, smoke still lingering from the night's fierce battle. Against this backdrop of devastation, the American flag waves defiantly, a symbol of resilience. Francis Scott Key, his face a mask of awe and relief, gazes upon the stirring sight. The dawn's early light reflects in his eyes as inspiration ignites within him. Seizing the moment, Francis Scott Key frantically scribbles on a piece of parchment, immortalizing the scene. The flag remains a beacon of hope, its vibrant colors a testament to American resolve. On Lake Erie, a brutal battle unfolds as Commodore Oliver Hazard Perry's fleet clashes with the mighty British squadron. Perry's flagship is relentlessly hammered, wood splintering and casualties rising amidst the deafening roar of cannon fire. Unwavering amidst the carnage, Perry's resolve hardens as he prepares to lead his men to a fresh ship. Ignoring the relentless gunfire and exploding ships, Perry and his loyal men bravely descend into a small boat. With determined strokes, they row towards a new vessel, a beacon of hope amidst the chaos of Lake Erie. On the tempestuous waters of Lake Erie, Commodore Perry rises, a symbol of defiance against the horizon. With unwavering resolve, he hoists the flag, its bold declaration a rallying cry. "Don't give up the ship." Inspired by Perry's courage, the American forces surge forward, meeting the British squadron in a maelstrom of cannon fire and splintered wood. In a stunning reversal, the American forces seize victory, capturing British ships as Perry proclaims, "We have met the enemy and they are ours." Under the sweltering New Orleans sun, British forces advance relentlessly, a blood-red wave crashing against the crude earthen walls. Cannons thunder, their echoes swallowed by the smoke-filled air, as the grim reality of war unfolds. Against the tide, a diverse band stands defiant. U.S. regulars, free men of color, pirates, and Kentucky frontiersmen. Long rifles are raised, ready to unleash a volley of deadly fire, their owners firm. Under the relentless New Orleans sun, General Andrew Jackson orchestrates the American defense with stern resolve. From the earthworks, a storm of musket and cannon fire decimates the advancing British, their ranks torn asunder. The air screams with the wounded, smoke billowing as the British offensive shatters against the unyielding American line. The battlefield becomes a graveyard for over 2,000 redcoats, a brutal testament to American resilience. Years after the War of 1812, the border between the U.S. and Canada is quiet. The scars of past conflict fade into a memory, replaced by a future of partnership. Two nations begin to come together, laying the foundation for a future of peace. The world's longest border begins to take shape, a symbol of harmony. The border between the U.S. and Canada is a testament to peace. The border represents a new era of cooperation and understanding.